During a visit to his Mar-a-Lago resort in March, President Donald Trump approached legal scholar Alan Dershowitz to talk about the Middle East. While Trump questioned Dershowitz, a confidant of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, about the region, the president seemed certain about one thing: where he stood on the U.S. Embassy in Israel. "What he said to me was, 'I am going to do it. Every other president has promised, and all of them didn't keep their promises,'" Dershowitz said, referring to a controversial proposal to move the embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. He said there would be criticism of him, but that he wanted to keep his promise. In the weeks leading up to his announcement Wednesday recognizing Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, reversing decades of U.S. policy, Trump heard entreaties for and against the proposed move from a host of advisors inside and outside the White House. The decision to shake off warnings from senior officials such as Secretary of State Rex Tillerson and align himself instead with prominent proponents of the move, including Vice President Mike Pence and major donor Sheldon Adelson, underscored the president's determination to break with past policy and keep a key campaign pledge, despite the potential risks to U.S. interests in the region and the goal of Middle East peace. President Donald Trump shattered decades of unwavering U.S. neutrality on Jerusalem Wednesday, declaring the sorely divided Holy City as Israel's capital and sparking frustrated Palestinians to cry out that he had destroyed already fragile Mideast hopes for peace. Defying dire, worldwide warnings. President Donald Trump shattered decades of unwavering U.S. neutrality on Jerusalem Wednesday, declaring the sorely divided Holy City as Israel's capital and sparking frustrated Palestinians to cry out that he had destroyed already fragile Mideast hopes for peace. Defying dire, worldwide warnings. Announcing his decision at the White House, Trump said that an eventual embassy move to Jerusalem would protect American interests. Most important, he said, it would acknowledge the obvious reality that Israelis have made Jerusalem their political seat, despite the Palestinians' hope to someday claim East Jerusalem as their own capital. "Today, I am delivering," he said. For 2 decades, U.S. presidents had promised to do what Trump did Wednesday, but they ultimately issued repeated waivers to a law requiring relocation of the embassy. They said they were postponing the issue in hopes that it could be addressed in an eventual Israeli-Palestinian peace deal. This summer, Trump made clear that he wasn't thrilled when he signed a waiver of his own, according to a senior administration official said who, like others, spoke on the condition of anonymity to discuss internal deliberations. That decision was made with advice from the State and Defense Departments. At the time, an initiative to forge a new Israeli-Arab peace deal, led by White House aides Jared Kushner and Jason Greenblatt, was just getting underway. Muslims across the Middle East warned Wednesday of disastrous consequences after President Donald Trump recognized Jerusalem as Israel's capital, but in a region more divided than ever, many asked what leaders can do beyond the vehement rhetoric.